Welcome to the Big Brother Hub. My name is Axel, and this is the first ever video on this channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today we are going to be analyzing the Big Brother 23 cast that was just recently announced. The upcoming season of Big Brother 23 debuts on July 7th. That is a Wednesday, 2 days from the recording of this very video. But I've been seeing a lot of people doing cast analysis on this platform of YouTube, and I feel like every single one is the same. There is no difference in opinion, and I feel like if you're really gonna take a look and you're gonna review the cast of Big Brother, I feel like everybody is saying the same thing. One, let's just get it out of the way. This is the most diverse cast that we've ever seen on Big Brother. Period. End of statement. And I think it's awesome. Second, all it is just pictures. We got 18 pictures and 2 paragraphs per person. And I just don't see, coming from my perspective, how we can sit here and look at this and read about people and be like, yes, this guy is going to be the greatest Big Brother player ever. Or yes, this is their personality. If I had to put my personality into 2 paragraphs, I don't think it would fully encompass me as a person. And the brilliance of Big Brother, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like the brilliance of Big Brother comes from the interactions of these house guests and the synergy that becomes getting created, whether it's through various alliances or power structures through HOH and veto. The way people's personalities are constantly having to shapeshift. And you have to kind of check your emotions so that you can navigate these situations that are ever changing. The worst person for your group of alliance members could win veto, and now you got to get on your hands and knees and play ball. And I don't really think that we're going to see just how good these people are at the game of Big Brother until we actually see them in the house playing Big Brother. And I know it's going to be rough. This video is not going to be one where I'm telling you that Derek Fraser is from Philadelphia and we're talking about how him as a safety officer could potentially give him some investigate. I know I'm not going to give you that, but I feel like every other video on this platform has given you that. So if you are looking for a legitimate cast analysis, there's 700 other ones. This is not that. This is just me making a statement and basically saying that this channel is not going to have any politics. This channel is not going to get into the weeds. I love Big Brother for the game, and I love what it does to people while they're in their house. Even for better or for worse, even the moments of terrible, terrible character that has come out in the many seasons that we've seen. I still think that is such a weird social experiment of what does this house do to people? What happens when you put a bunch of strangers in a house and you make them compete for $500,000, and whether that makes you the greatest person or the worst example of yourself, I am always along for the ride, and I'm always happy to just enjoy what is being given. Now, as well, the past 2 seasons of Big Brother really haven't been anywhere near the top of Big Brother. Just for reference, my favorite seasons of Big Brother to date would be season 14, season 17, and season 20. I think those 3 all demonstrate exactly what I'm looking for, even though I would argue that it's what happens in the house that makes this. We cannot sit here before the season even starts and try to make some assumptions about what Frenchie is going to do, because for all we know, Travis hates Frenchie, and Travis wins first week HOH, and Frenchie could be the greatest player in the world, but Travis hates him, so why wouldn't Travis nominate him, But I feel like those twists that we're getting teased, this different season, I think that there's a lot that can go down, and I'm excited to see all these people play. And again, the diversity in the cast is such a positive thing because we are going to get a big, big pool of people with all different walks of life, and I really think that it's going to create the thing that I just detailed for why I love Big Brother is the social experiment side. The more diverse, the more different walks of life and perspectives, the more of a melting pot inside of that house it will become. And I think, whether we love it or don't, we're on for a ride. And that's the real key here. Christy, who is on screen right now, she is somebody who actually tested positive for COVID-19. I guess she's vaccinated, but somehow one of her tests came back positive. And as a result, she has been removed and has been replaced with another house guest. And the other house guest is from New York. She's younger. And she seems like she's actually a really good pick when I read through some of the stuff. But again, why would I think that without seeing them actually in the house? So it's going to be really hard for me to sit here and talk for 20 minutes about why Derek is super cool because he's a startup founder and he's been to Hawaii. Like, I don't think that really benefits us. And this channel is not going to be this echo chamber. This is going to be a different style of Big Brother content, and this is going to be a different weekly check-in. No bullshit aside. We're just giving you the raw, authentic opinions as well as just all the content that we can come to produce. And yeah, guys, I really think that we are missing the point here and we're obsessing over this cast for all the wrong reasons. And I think that we should just sit back and see how this game has changed. I think that the producers and everybody involved, as far as the fans as well, I think it's pretty outspoken that the past 2 seasons have not been what they should be. And especially last season, season 22, that was abysmal. But you have to also take into account that COVID was happening. They really could only bring in returning players. And I just think that the pool of returning players that they brought in was really what killed that season from the start. And as well as just a lack of twists that actually made anybody feel benefited or inspired to do anything. Like, nobody felt inspired to turn on Cody because there wasn't a justified reason in their game to do so. From our perspective, we can see it all, but just the way like that house was so just strongly on 2 sides, and that was it. Like, it was one side picking off the rest, essentially. Once you get into that territory, it is hard to get out of it. But what I am excited for is another season of Big Brother, season 23. I am excited to start this channel. I am excited to have a conversation with you guys. I'm excited to bring as much content as I can. And I really think that this is going to be the start of something great. Thank you so much if you did find this video somehow. Like I said, this is a brand new channel. So if today is the day that I earned your subscription, I would really, really appreciate it. And you know what? Coming Wednesday, we're going to have a whole breakdown of that first episode, as well as probably some other stuff in between. Once those live feeds start going, we're definitely going to have a lot of stuff going through. So I would definitely appreciate if you could just hit that subscribe button or just like this video or share it with somebody who is also a Big Brother fan. My name is Axel. I really do appreciate you coming by the hub, and let's take care of ourselves, yes?